Nigerians will relate with that party. So the way it is for me today, except a new regime comes, it is just to say, okay, at any point in time, since the ideology, the manifestos of the parties are similar, it's just for anybody who looks at his surrounding to decide which party he wants to use and try to see what he can do. And for some of us, what we just do is when we see 2 or 3 individuals, fighting for a particular position, and we have any influence, we should be able to say, okay, no, this one, from what we know of his pedigree, notwithstanding his party, will do better for the society, and let's go for that one. That's what it is as far as I'm concerned for now.
Sir, will you call your position, like Chibola, you said in those days, you don't look kind of, I mean, you're watching what's going on, or you are still actively involved in the activities of PDP?
I'm not going to say it's a don't look. I will put it probably acting an elder statesman at a younger age. That's the way I will put it. But fact of the case is that if you look at some of the runs that I've made, I cannot deny that every day I get called by people to say, look, you can't just abandon us like this. You need to come and tell us what to do, where to go, and so on and so forth. Don't forget that in the course of my running for the national chairmanship of the party, I actually traversed the length and breadth of Nigeria. I visited every of the 36 states of the Federation, everyone, and including the FCT. And in each and every of these locations, I developed structures, and I developed friendship. And I've not lost those structures and those friendships. Now, when I also had the opportunity to support Atiku Abubakar, in the course of this campaign, I also took him through the length and breadth of Nigeria before the primaries. And after the primaries, all the states virtually were also visited. So you can say that in the last 3 years, I've gone through Nigeria more than 3 or 4 times. And the challenge of this, in fact, part of the challenge I have, this is not the normal phone that I normally use. Because if I go on my phone, we will not be able to work, because every second, WhatsApp message is coming in from all over the place, asking for one thing or the other and saying one thing or the other. So I had to abandon that phone to come and use this one for this interaction. So the point I'm making, therefore, is that, yes, I'm not actively involved today, but to the extent that we cannot close our eyes and allow the wrong thing to happen in Nigeria again, you can say that I'm actively working behind the scene.
Okay, sir. Then, since your last intervention, when you supported Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and of course that chapter got closed and all that. I don't know if you've ever talked about, I mean, how you see that attempt to make Alhaji Abubakar the next president of Nigeria, and I mean what happened, and maybe what you feel about his loss and things like that. I don't know if you could share with us your thoughts.
Well, it was naturally quite painful, because between you and I, Atiku Abubakar is a good man. Atiku Abubakar also is not new to Nigeria, because in all of this, part of the problem we usually have in making choices in the past is that we have not been lucky enough to have people who know the country in and out. So that was a big advantage for Atiku Abubakar. He knows Nigeria. He also has friends across the length and breadth of Nigeria. He married across the length and breadth of Nigeria. So he has marital connections across the length and breadth of Nigeria. So whichever way you look at it, he fitted the bill. But of course, Nigeria and Nigerians decided that they will go with Buhari. The next thing that we need to do as patriotic citizens, and that is what sets civilized countries apart from countries like Nigeria. Because time waits for nobody. Is to ensure that we do everything that is humanly possible to make the tenure of Buhari a success. What has happened in the past is that, opposition for the sake of opposition will continue to, say, no. That's, we've gone beyond that. So where we are today is the fact of the case is that Buhari is the president. And he's not about to go tomorrow. He's going to be there by the grace of God for another 3 years or so. So what we should do is not to allow those 3 years to waste in the process of politics of pull him down. No, we must support him. If you look at what happened in Britain recently, you notice that quite a number of people have been challenged about the current prime minister. I'm not so sure how popular he was. When he won the election, people even thought he was not going to win at all. Now, as soon as this crisis of COVID-19 came, even the British opposed their prime minister. Because that is the way to go. You now forget about partisan constitution. You now begin to look at the country, and that is what I think we owe our people. So we are hoping and praying that Buhari's tenure will be very, very successful. The one that has happened. We look forward to what's going to happen next.
But sir, what actually is your view? I mean, your position on the Buhari? If you look at the last, I think 7 years or so, how do you? What's your view, sir? Like six years, sorry. If you look at it,
well, there isn't a lot that one can say. The challenges are there for all to see. We have serious security challenges. The country has gone further apart than it used to be. At the beginning, the president was not particularly well, and probably that might be responsible for some of the lapses that everybody noticed in tackling the challenges of security that we have. But we are thankful now that he's back in good health. And I was particularly excited when I heard that the Chief of Army Staff, Buratai, says he was now going to relocate to the Northeast, and make sure that the insurgents that is brewing from there is actually put to rest once and for all. That is the way it should be. And I think what we should do, all of us, all Nigerians, must support, them to achieve their objectives. There are pros and cons about any administration. The Buhari administration is not an exception. But whether we like it or not, that is what we have today. And our duty as patriotic citizens is to do everything in our power to make sure that while they are there, we optimize the opportunity, we help them to succeed. Where they do things that are not the best, we also have a duty to point it out. And where they do things that are right, of course, we must continuously encourage them. Let me assure you, running government is not a particularly easy thing. And when you want to run Nigeria, that's really something, I don't know how to describe it. So the pressures are usually a lot. The population is great. The level of literacy is high. And especially now that you have, everybody can talk on internet, everybody can talk online.